Some people think weight loss starts from here, but some people think weight loss starts from here. But actually, weight loss starts from here. Like we all know, when you're trying to lose weight, calories matter the most. Calories are more like quantity control, but what about qualities? Qualities is determined by what you buy in the grocery store. Instead of a bag of chips, you can buy so many other beautiful ingredients and bring it back home to cook a delicious meal for yourself. We all know that, but it's so hard to follow through because grocery store has its money psychology. For example, the big ass sale sign, they intentionally put it there for you to buy something you didn't intend to buy, but you end up buying it because it's on sale. You save money. So maybe you did buy the things you wanted to buy, but you also bought extra dopamines and extra calories, and it's gonna potentially cause you extra stress. And even if you're able to control and not finish the whole bag of chips on the same day, you leave on the table. And one day you finish your work, you come back home, you're so hungry. Just how much can you resist that hunger, that eager of eating that bag of chips? And that leads to the second problem, is that a lot of people don't have food pre-cooked or ready to be cooked. And when they finish work, coming back home, they just turn whales. They're so hungry and just looking for something that's ready to eat, you know, maybe some snacks, some bars, some granola, some whatever thing that's extra calories to them. And if you really have a busy schedule, you should meal prep or pre-prep all the ingredients like how they do in the restaurant so they can be cooked ASAP when you reach home. Number 3 is the biggest reason why I think people are gaining weight from eating food. Aside from being a foodie who really likes eating food, I categorize people's eating habits into 4 categories. Number 1 is stress eating. Number 2 is because they're bored, they just want to eat. Number 3 is what happened to me the most and also to the people I know the most, is that when they go to an all-you-can-eat restaurant, they're trying to make their money worth. So even if they're full, they keep consuming extra calories because they're trying to make the money worth. And number 4 is the most inevitable eating habit. It's called socialization. Speaking of stress eating or emotional eating, I had that feeling when I was a kid. When I was getting ignored by my family members or when I was getting bullied in school, food gave me comfort, gave me that kind of warmth, that kind of hug that I needed. And I remember when I was a kid, my grades were not so good and I was never recognized by my family member, especially my dad. But every time when I finished all the leftovers, he would praise me. That's the only time he praised me. On the other hand, when I get very emotional, I just tend to stuff myself. It's almost like in a way I'm hurting myself to find another comfort because I'm letting all the stress out through eating and through this food. And that whole thing turns into eating disorder and end up me gaining so much weight. And now when that tendency of stress eating comes back to me, I just either go to the gym or communicate with myself. I tell myself life could be worse. You could be somewhere with no food, with no healthy body. So instead of abusing everything you have right now, we should just appreciate it. But there's one feeling I'm still longing to from my childhood is eating snacks with my friends. Is that feeling of sharing what you have with other people, especially your friends. I don't eat snacks anymore because of the calorie control, and I'm very happy with all the food I eat. I don't think I need a snack. Of course, I'm not talking about those healthy options like fruits with almond butter. I'm talking about those big bag of chips you can buy from Costco or from other grocery stores. You just want to binge them when you're watching Netflix. I mean, we only live once. We shouldn't be guilty about eating a bag of chips, but the problem is that sometimes it's too much and people cannot control the portion. And they're designed to be finished. That's why they're so addicting and delicious. In a bad way, of course. Now the third part really makes me excited because I'm a huge fan of all you can eat. I think I can be so free within that 2-hour span. I can eat anything I want. I can binge however I wanted to binge. But the problem is most of the time I'm eating something just to make my money worth. It's like for the initial 20 minutes, it's enough for me to get full with the amount of food I eat. But usually after the first round of ordering, I'm just trying to order everything that's expensive on the menu so I can make my money worth. And I remember there's one time I went to a sushi restaurant, I ordered 80 pieces of salmon sashimi right away, and I was finishing it within 3 minutes. Like a pasta, I just suck it in and just swallow it because I feel like time is my best friend within that 2 hours. I would even take digestive enzymes so I can feel like I can eat more, I can digest a little bit faster, so I can get my money back in a way. But what I didn't notice is that I really didn't enjoy the food, and also I consumed so much more calories than I usually would do. And I can easily put on a couple pounds in the next few days if I don't do anything. But now, after I changed my mentality, which is treating those all-you-can-eat restaurants like regular restaurants, my eating experience is so much better. I can taste the food so much more, and I won't gain as much weight. That's why I think sometimes the portions at Michelin star restaurants make so much sense. Okay, now we have fixed our own problems, but there's one more problem, it's called being social. You can be an introvert, of course, but you still want to go out with your friends sometimes. Because we are born social animals, we are tribal animals. And I know a lot of people, they don't go out to eat because of eating. They go out to eat because they want to make a business deal. Believe it or not, a lot of business contracts or deals are made on the dining table with some alcohols instead of in the office. I mean, if you're the formal one who's just trying to hang out with friends, it's okay, you can control it, you just tell your friends you're losing weight. But if you're the latter one, you're dining out, drinking alcohol just to make business deals, it's very, very, very difficult because no business deal, no money. So pretty much you're consuming all the extra calories just to make a living. The only solution I can think of is find your balance, is to let things go, which is very difficult to do, but sometimes for your health, you have to let it go. And lastly, you have to accept that we're getting old, and as we age, we're losing skeletal muscle mass, our metabolism will slow down. So it's beneficial to lift weights. I'm not saying you must, but it's beneficial. And do you know what's the biggest difference between cardio and lifting weights? Cardio is like working an 8-hour job. You work for 8 hours, you get paid for 8 hours. But lifting weights is like a long-term investment. You may not see the benefits at the beginning, but as time goes, you're gonna see its whole potential. So I highly encourage everybody to do some sort of resistance training and use cardio as assist on the side to achieve the optimal weight loss results that you want. That's it for the videos today. If you want to see more contents about weight loss, leave comments below. I'll see you next time.